What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. Massive main slate tonight, 14 games. There's not really any rain outside of the Blue Jays and Red Sox game. Looks like we're going to have to get a better idea on radar closer to lock. But I live an hour outside of Boston, and we've been, projected to get storms like all day, 70-80%, and we really haven't gotten any rain. So hopefully things end up being okay there, because that's one of the best games to pick from tonight. Blue Jays are favored 9.5 over under, one of the biggest over unders on the slate, behind the Coors Field game. Last night the cash team did really well. Urias really brought us in to the money hybrid, cashed in cash games, but all in all, it was a very low scoring night, pretty boring night. Every single main slate game went under, which is pretty crazy. I was just talking in my chat earlier. Someone sent me a slip. Someone did all 8 games for the under, a parlay, and it paid 1 to 376 times. They put $1 down and won $376. What a crazy bet. I would never do that in a million years. But hopefully we can see some more scoring tonight. There's a ton of great pitchers on tonight's slate. Bat value, a little tough right now. There's some cheaper Coors Field guys, but it's really tough to scrounge for value when we don't know confirmed lineups, because usually there's some interesting starts at the top of lineups that save you money. So as usual, I'm going to give you guys a pitcher I'm looking at, 2 infield, 2 outfield value plays. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get after it. We got PGA Championship on Thursday, the Tour Championship. We have college football starting on Saturday. I don't know if there's a UFC slate. There usually is. And then, we just got NFL right around the corner. So plenty of things to look forward to. But let's get down to the main slate for MLB tonight. I was going to give you guys a coupon code for my new coupon on my website for 20 free credits, but I found something wrong with it, so we can't do that yet today. I'll probably do it in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned and be ready for that. So for pitcher, I love Robbie Ray tonight. There's a lot of great pitchers, as I was saying. This is a great matchup against the Nationals, one of the worst hitting teams in the league since the trade deadline, since they got rid of Soto and Bell. Ray has great strikeout capabilities. He can get double digits. We were all over him against the Angels last start, 10 strikeouts, 52 fantasy points. He's had 3 great starts in a row, a couple of tough Houston starts, but before that was also doing really well. The guy has, mid-50s to 60 upside, and he's pretty safe, especially at home against a team like the Nationals. I like this spend up at 10,600. You also have you got Corbin Burns at Dodger Stadium. I don't love the matchup. Very difficult. Verlander, if you have the extra money, should mow down the Twins. The Twins have not been hitting the ball as of late. They just don't look like they want to win. So Verlander probably won't have an issue. Carlos Rodon is my second favorite stud behind Robbie Ray in Detroit, Pitchers Ballpark. The Tigers are also really bad. So, there's a couple of different ways you can go up top. In terms of going cheap, you could look at Cease 2 at 10,300, another great stud. For cheap, you can maybe go Clevinger against his former team, Pitchers Ballpark in San Diego at home. He just hasn't been great as of late, but at 8,400, he only needs you to get 22 plus fantasy points. Probably going to be spending up at pitcher tonight, though. There's a lot of great options. For the infields, look at the Coors Field game. Nathaniel Lowe, lefty-righty matchup against Marquis of the Rockies, and it's a Coors Field game. It has the highest over-under on the slate, not surprising, but it is pretty low for a Coors Field game. It's 10.5. Both teams still should be able to score. Low at 3,300. That's pretty cheap. Any guy you can get in the middle of a lineup at Coors Field below 3,500, you're doing pretty well. He's sneaky, having a great year. Came over from the Rays, 293 average, 18 homers, 54 RBIs. I can remember Last time we picked him 2 games ago against the Twins, he hit a homer for us. That was huge. 4 for 5 the game before that. He went 0 for 4 last game, but before that was on a 4-game hitting streak. Good matchup here tonight. Marquez or Marquis, however you want to say it, 5.05 ERA. I do like this play at 3,300. And then on the other side of the diamond, Ryan McMahon has been pretty good. He should be batting 4th or 5th with the lefty-righty matchup against Dane Dunning. He's on a 4-game hitting streak, 5 for his last 9. Coors Field here, so Ryan McMahon at 3,100. That's just too cheap of a price for a Coors Field guy batting in the heart of this lineup. I'm probably going to be looking for him in the infield at third base. For the outfield, probably my favorite stud of the slate, Yordan Alvarez, 4,100. The Astros, I think they're minus 300 favorites against the Twins tonight. Aaron Sanchez, he's on the back end of his career, obviously. 7.68 ERA. He's on the road in Houston. This is just a dream matchup. I think Alvarez is projected second most fantasy points for hitters on the slate behind Aaron Judge. So at 4,100, he could, that's a high price, but he could definitely be higher. He could be around 4,500. I think 41 is a little cheap. Should be batting 3rd or 4th. One of the best hitters in the league. So if you have that money for the outfield, Alvarez is a great spend up in my opinion. Save a little bit of money here. The White Sox, Austin Voth of the Orioles has been pitching pretty well, but he still has almost a 5 ERA. The White Sox can get hot. They can be sneaky. I do like targeting them. It is only a 7.5 over-under, but there's not a lot of high over-unders on tonight's slate. Jimenez has been great since he came back from his injury. He's hit for pretty good power, good contact, 302 average, been batting right in the heart of this lineup, batting 3rd. He went 0 for 2 against Cleveland, but outside of that, he was getting a hit every single game. He's pretty safe. He's going to get you 6 fantasy points or more. And again, he does have that power. So definitely a safer play in cash games at 2,800. I do like the White Sox as a sneaky stack tonight in tournaments, not in cash games. Voth has been pretty good, like I said, but he has been prone to get blown up if he isn't pitching well, and I think the White Sox have enough firepower in their lineup to put up a crooked number here in Baltimore. One of my favorite teams to stack in GPP tournaments, but Jimenez, probably the safest play in this lineup tonight at only 2,800. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get after this huge main slate tonight. Hopefully the Red Sox and Blue Jays game isn't too threatening with rain. But until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.